Okay. Hello. Peace. Peace, Abigail. Good morning. Appreciate you spending some time, sharing some time here with us this morning. Hello. So I think I have everything good. Okay, cool. Just gotta make sure all the streams are good. All right. Hello. Good morning. Welcome. This beautiful, so far sunny Saturday morning. So, as we prepare to begin today's practice, we can start by taking a few deep inhales in through the nose, followed by an open mouth exhale. We can start this morning's practice very slow, very intentional. Bring to mind the week, any emotions or sensations that may be sitting with you throughout this week, whether through positive situations that may have happened or even negative altercations that may have happened. Letting them all flow through and exist within your consciousness and your mind, even if they are uncomfortable. Take this time to feel them, experience them. Take this time to maybe understand what happened, why you may be feeling this way. Again, not just negative, positive too. I find it so important and enlightening to analyze the positive emotions that I feel. Why am I feeling good right now? Why am I happy? What is the root of this happiness? And even that, finding the truth in that might force you to make adjustments. If you find that truth is rooted in something false, something that just doesn't even align with you anymore, we don't hold on to things that don't make sense. So it can possibly cause you to face something different. Maybe the joy I'm feeling is because of something material that I got. And if you choose to allow that to bring you joy, then so be it. That's awesome. As long as you understand and know. I think the unknowing, the ignorance in it is the most dangerous thing. But if you know and you actively choose it, fantastic. continuing to take some deep inhales. And letting your breathing fall to a natural rhythm. While we've been breathing, we've been activating our parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and repair feature. Telling our body that we're safe, we're calm. And with our minds on the past week, and using this activated parasympathetic nervous system, we can release whatever we don't want to hold with us from the past week. We can release it here with each out breath. You can feel it melting away. Lifting off of your shoulders, loosening off of your hips, dissipating from your body. Why I invite not just the negative sensations, emotions, but the positive ones as well. It's because for this practice, I want us to just be here in this generous present moment. All right. I think we're good to begin. I was trying to find a quote, but I cannot find it. That's okay. Well, let's just take our time, get to the sound bath so we can get you started on your Saturday. All right, I've got all the fur off of me. Everywhere because of this guy. All right, let's get to it. awareness back to the room. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Take a few deep inhales in through the nose, out through the mouth. Letting your breathing fall to a natural rhythm. Taking some time here to integrate the practice. And just as we prepare for the practice, you can take a few moments to prepare to end practice, prepare for life, the day. Smelling the aromas in the air. Listening for the sounds around you. Feel your body, the chair, cushion beneath you. Taste the saliva in your mouth. And with these 4 senses engaged, you can activate the final one by slowly beginning to open your eyes. Welcome home. And thank you for applying today's balm. And of course, allowing me to play for you and choosing to share your time with us this morning. This wonderful Saturday morning. I hope this practice was serving for you. I hope you're able to move through your day with a bit more peace, a bit more compassion, a bit more capacity for yourself, a bit more love, joy, excitement, more room for those things, for those emotions, those feelings. Just want to give some more room, just to feel, just to remain here for a bit longer. These moments of stillness are so precious, especially in such a tumultuous world. Just want to bask in these moments just for a bit longer before the busyness and complexity of life takes over. Cool. Yeah, cool. Thank you. Let some light in. Yes, okay. Thank you for being here. As always, that was wonderful. Wow. Yeah, that felt really good. Ah, peace, Hannah. So good to see you. Appreciate you always. Yes, Rachel. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy to hear that. Listen, it's been calling. Now I'm just choosing to answer it. Finally, actually, that's what I have to do today is pack. Like I have the next 3 days to start packing. So yeah, should be very interesting. And for those that don't aren't familiar yet, I am still so weird to say, but I'm planning to move to Thailand. So next month I'm gonna go scout it out and spend a couple months. Um, so that does mean that these streams will be changing up a bit. I don't know if I'll be able to bring my bowls with me on this trip, but I'm gonna figure something else out that we can do because I want to keep serving. I enjoy this, but not just the bowl playing, but the meditations or um, just other music that I can offer. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to taking that time to just create. I just want to make stuff. I just want to create music, create programs, create meditations, create scripts, create new sound baths, new ideas for sound baths, incorporate different things into them, combine meditations with sound baths, with yoga, more yoga content. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I just want to create. And I've really, oh, perfect. Perfect question, April. What made me decide? There's a few things, but one of the things is that I've been in survival mode for a while, for about a month, and it's hard to create when you're in survival mode. It's like almost impossible, to create naturally, to create in a way that's in alignment. But some other things too. There's a lot of fear around traveling, around moving, around living somewhere else. And so I just had to understand what the root of that fear was, where it came from. And, upon exploring it, it turns out that it was a program that I installed a long time ago in my processor, my mind, my brain, my consciousness. It was a useful program for the time. It got me through a lot, helped a lot with my career for 20 years, but I noticed that after analyzing it, it was holding me back. That program that I installed so long ago was something that was just getting in the way of me progressing even further, and like not just in my career, but as a human, and just my growth as a person, as an individual was blocking that. There's a lot of resistance. So Once I explored it and found what the fear was, it didn't make sense anymore. So we don't hold on to things that don't make sense. So as soon as I found that, the program uninstalled itself and I was free. And yeah, and that opened it up. Um, at first I was like, let me just go on a trip. Let me just go somewhere to start this new kind of mentality that I had around leaving, around traveling. And at first it was, let me just backtrack a bit and go into like what the fears was and were. It really was, it was a fear of regression. I didn't like to move backwards. And that's, again, that was the program that helped me through my career. So if I had a job, I never went back to it. If I had a partner, we never got back together. If I did something, I didn't do it again because I had already accomplished it, achieved it. And so my career was very helpful. One aspect in particular, years ago, like a decade ago, um, longer than a decade, but I moved to Alberta to work in the oil field. I was working in the music at the time with an artist, one of my best friends. We needed money to fund the album that we were making. So Alberta, working in the oil field, was great money, amazing, amazing money. Hard work, but great money. So yeah, I did that. Wait, where was I going with this? um, how did I get here again? The program that I installed. Hold on, it will come back. Oh, right. Yes. Okay. So I did 2 years in Alberta, worked in the oil field, made the money needed to get all the features we wanted for the album, you know, do the artwork, press CDs, like all of it. I moved back 2 years later and I never went back. But a lot of the homies that I ended up bringing out, there was like maybe 9 or 10 other homies that we ended up bringing out there. They would always go back and forth. Anytime they ran low on bread or money, they would just go back to the oil field, do a shift, a 21-day shift, and then come back and have, thousands of dollars, but then blow it all and then go back. I didn't do that. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want that to be my safety net. So part of this program that I installed forced me to make it work, come back to Toronto and make it work, no matter how I was going to do it. And I did. So that's where the program helped, but going deeper into it, I was looking at what was the issue with regression, you know? And so went deeper with it. And it was, okay, I pulled up one of my greatest fears. And it was like getting evicted. It's like, I don't want to get evicted because that's like the ultimate fear of regression. I'd have to go back to my parents or a friend, live on a couch or something like that. Excuse me, which I've done. And again, don't want to go back to it. So, and so I started to look deeper and started to question, be like, okay, why is that a fear? What is it about having to go back or needing help that you don't like? And going deeper, I saw that it was the hit to my pride and ego. I was like, okay, cool. I'm glad I found that. I also know that a few years ago, during a couple heroic doses that I've done, I was able to break down my ego and build it back up so that I am no longer a slave to it. But it does assist me, it does help me in the way that it was designed to do. So, with that in mind, and with this new kind of awareness that that's what the program was, I asked, if I no longer am a slave to my pride and ego, do I care about a hit to it? And when I answered no, immediately the program uninstalled, and that was it. The fear was lifted. So from that point, I was no longer afraid to get evicted or even move out of my apartment. And this was a symbol of something that like I've worked towards for so long. And so um, with that, with that freedom, I was able to be like, okay, now the world is kind of open to me. I mean, it was always before, but in a different way. So there was that aspect. There was another aspect of understanding my conditioning, my programming, my conditioning. And a lot of it was built on capitalism, consumerism, and hustle culture, especially, oops, oh my goodness, what is happening? Um, Especially around my industry, the industry that I was in, the music industry. There's a lot of programming on hustle culture associated with that industry. So as I'm transitioning into wellness and mindfulness, I started to notice other opportunities that opened up to me based off of my skill set from working in the music industry for 20 years, events for 20 years, marketing, A&Ring, all this other stuff. I noticed that what I was doing was I had just finished climbing a mountain. That mountain was the music industry for 20 years. As I'm coming down from that mountain, I'm looking around at the opportunities and the things that I'm doing now in wellness and mindfulness, looking to bridge the gap between the music industry and mindfulness, creating programs, creating initiatives, doing events, looking into creating nonprofit organizations, getting grant funding, sponsorship funding, all this stuff I've done before. And I started to notice that like I'm consigning myself to another mountain. I'm about to climb another mountain for another, what, 2 decades, 10 years, 5 years, whatever it looks like. And it was just like, I just stopped and was like, wait, why? Why am I doing this? Is it because I want to help this industry or these people here, or because I think I can, or simply because I can, you know? And that was the deciding factor. It was like, yeah, I have these skills, yeah, I have this opportunity, but that doesn't necessarily mean I have to. And when I stopped, I realized that that was just hustle culture's programming, just the constant go, 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 the constant monetization of our skills and our productivity. So again, just because I can do something doesn't mean I should, doesn't mean I have to. And so with that next aspect in my mind, it was like, okay. Also, it was like, whatever I want to do isn't going anywhere. It's always going to be there. So there's no rush. Something I've always wanted to do is explore and travel and experience new cultures, civilizations, traditions, and continue this quest and thirst for knowledge that I have right now. Not for any particular reason, not to like come back and share it or do anything with it, just to have, just to build into my knowledge base and add to my wisdom. So, with all of that in mind, I needed to take some time and figure out what that looked like because I had no idea. I just needed it to come to me rather than seek it out. So I did. I just existed and let it come. And at first, it looked like a trip. So first, it was going to be a trip to Barcelona to go watch the Elden Ring Symphony. I love that game, and the music in that game is amazing. But then just talking to a few friends, my best friend right now is in Ghana. So I was like, okay, maybe I'll do Barcelona and then Ghana. And then another friend of mine is in Thailand. And she's like, we've spent a lot of time together this summer. So she knows like really where I'm at. Like we've both been in a really great transition. And so like we've been transitioning together and like doing a lot of mindfulness work and spirituality work together. So she understands my spirit. So she's like, she was in Thailand for like a month. She's like, Jamal, I've been to Barcelona and I've been to Thailand. I know you. Thailand will resonate with you more. So I'm like, okay. So I just looked it up, watched some videos and stuff, and like, yeah. I mean, it's always been on my mind. It's always been calling me, like you said, Rachel. It's been calling me for years, but just not, you know, not. I've had interest, but I have that interest hasn't transmuted into desire, and desire is reserved for the things we'll take actionable steps towards. So this was the thing that transmuted the interest into desire, April. So why Thailand in particular? It was that the fact that I had a friend that was there and knew me and knew it would resonate, and then just the the calling that I had before, and then the research. So three factors. Research just like solidified it. Specifically, Chiang Mai being a city that looks like it's my pace, my vibe. Um, so yeah, and that's really just to start. Like I don't know, like I might stay there for a year, 2 years, 3 years, but I might move around. I just want to get out of North America, and I that's a decision I made once I rid myself of that fear. I told myself that 2026 would be the last year I spend in North America. I want to leave the continent. So yeah, that's kind of the motivations behind the whole move, and just wanted to get out, wanted to continue learning, want to experience different stuff, continue to experience. That's kind of my ethos: is to experience, experiment, create, and exercise free will. And since I have free will, I want to exercise it. Yeah. Oh, Alina, that's amazing. In Thailand, that's so cool. Okay. See you soon. Yes, it is most definitely. It's definitely a long way out, but thank you. Appreciate that. So it is exciting. So that's why I say the setting of this will look different, but I'll figure it out. I also have a few other instruments that I'll get to spend some time with, like my drone flute over there. And I also have two other instruments: the Rolly Seaboard M and my launch pad, which are more electronic instruments, but that is something that I want to get into as well, of like soundscapes, ambient, new age type music, not like EDM or anything like that, but everything that I'm doing here is just going to be an expansion of that. So it won't necessarily be crystal bowls because I can't, they're super heavy and I can't bring them yet. Not on the scout trip when I like do all the visa stuff and find where I'm going to be staying long term. That's where I'll bring the bowls and I'll come back for beers. Um, but for now, I want during the next few months, I want to continue to do this to serve as well, um, and give me time to spend time with those new instruments, so I can continue to create. And just like I've been openly practicing with y'all with my bowls, because I don't know what I'm doing yet. I'm still practicing. I'm still learning. Every time I play, I'm learning more and more. I want to take that same approach with every other instrument that I have. It's just have open practices, you know. Probably won't sound great at the start, but yeah, eventually it will, and you can be with me while I do it. So yeah, that is it's a little update. So I only have a few more of these sound baths scheduled because I'm hoping to get some content as well. Because I am going to be restructuring a lot of things. Like I'm going to be putting a lot more on Patreon just so I can have some income coming in so I can continue to do this stuff, especially while in Thailand. Everything out there is super cheap, so cost of living is way more affordable, and doing this stuff online it's definitely manageable and doable, and something that is really interesting to me, to be able to serve this way and have this be my job, my source of income. Like, that would be amazing. Um, so yeah, man. Wow. Still feels weird to say, but I know it's a part of the whole process. So thank you for asking, because it forces me to talk about it. The more I talk about it, the realer it becomes. Yeah. Oh, yes. Um, so yeah, as I was saying, the structure of things. So like always, this live stream will be on my YouTube, but it won't stay there. It might stay there for a day or so. However, the Patreon will feature it long term. So if you do want to find it, you can always join my Patreon. You could get access to it there. Excuse me. As well as just some other content that I'll be doing. Like, I'll be making yoga content, more guided meditations, and they'll be featured there. YouTube will have samples and snippets. Insight Timer will have samples and snippets of things. We're getting video for Insight Timer, which is really dope. So there'll also be just some samples and snippets there, and always welcome to donate, either the live streams or any of the recorded things. But yeah, I'm really, I'm really excited, and I'm finding that I'm seeing the skills that I've been able to gain and obtain throughout my career. I'm seeing them come out now in a natural way. So like marketing, organization, um, admin, you know, like all of that stuff that I was doing for so long. I'm now able to do that in a way that isn't icky to me. It's always just like, how do we monetize this? Oh, you're doing something you love? Okay, make money from it. But like, I don't know. There's always just something that just didn't feel right. Felt exploitative, not just for myself, but even for other people. Like, I don't know. It's just something. I can't articulate it yet, but it's something within capitalism, within hustle culture, that when I was trying to do it before, it wasn't clicking and it wasn't resonating, and it pushed me to stop. It pushed me to take a break, because I think my mind was getting too driven on money, too driven on numbers and like efficiency, you know? And it's like, I don't want this to be that. I want this to continue to be free and like freeing and creative, and an outlet for my knowledge, my wisdom, my creativity. Yeah. And so I'm just noticing now that like the monetization aspect of it is still something that, like, it's, or not even still, sorry. It's something that is coming easier, because I'm finding the pockets and the ways that I would like to offer it in a way that is amicable for everybody. It's not, I'm not, the thing that I don't want to do is sit here and plot on ways to like, oh, I could do this to bring this in. Like, that's what I did for so long, man. Like, driving factors and KPIs and all that shit. I don't want to think about any of that. I just want to do, I just want to be. Yeah, I don't want to do, I just want to be. I want to be and serve, make people happy, make people calm, reset nervous systems, and teach wellness, teach the amazingness that exists within us, the wisdom that we have locked inside to heal ourselves, to create all the things that we want in our lives, to raise the vibration of the people on this planet. bring peace and joy, excitement. So we can tap into that and listen to that all the time. Quiet our thinking brain, quiet our programming, even identify our programming, know what's programming and what's not, strengthen our discernment. Like, these are the things that I want to do. And I want to do them in peace. I don't want to have this as a side gig or have a side gig. It doesn't make sense to me. Why do we need to have multiple things that we need to do just to survive on this planet? Like, what? Why are we paying to survive on this planet first and foremost? But whatever. Since we do, I would like it to be for everyone, something that they enjoy doing, that they love. I love this. So I want to keep doing it. And I appreciate the support from this community. It is so great. Without it, I wouldn't have built the confidence to do any of this, this move, this talking. I used to be a very shy person, an introvert. I would never like to talk to people, especially on camera. Oh my God, never. Never, never, never. But this community, this platform, Insight Timer alone, like, I'm so grateful for it. I'm so grateful for y'all, because I don't know who I would be, you know. And it's just opening up opportunities. I'm so excited because I don't know what this trip, this move is going to bring. I don't know what opportunities or experiences it's going to bring. I have no expectation. I have no assumption. I'm just completely open to new experiences and new opportunities. I can't wait to see what it will teach me, how I'll grow, how I'll serve, who I'll help. Yeah. Wow, Jennifer, thank you so much for the donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We really appreciate that. It definitely helps in this time, during this move, and honestly, during this financial transition, which, you know, that's a whole nother thing, because this, yeah, how do I put it? It's caught up to me. Let's just call it that. This expensive ass city and this transition into this new path, and figuring out how to balance the wellness mindfulness against capitalism, it's caught up to me. And so there, you know, some changes have to be made. And so since changes have to be made, why make them small? You know? Why make them within the comfort zone? Why not leap so far out of the comfort zone and continue this path of the unknown, continue down the path of the unknown, since it's been so fulfilling, so gracious, so helpful. Another reason, April, as to why I'm moving, is that I've noticed that North America just doesn't resonate with me anymore. Like, I mean, I'm sure we see how much is going on. But like, deeper than that, just on a day-to-day basis, a person-to-person basis, individuals, like, it doesn't resonate. I see how much indoctrination and programming is throughout this continent, and it just doesn't resonate. I found myself exhausted from the constant ping ponging back and forth between survival mode and creativity. And like when I'm in creative mode, it's amazing and it's great. And I want to be there all the time. But then I come back to survival because there's still rent to pay. There's still electric bill. There's still the Wi-Fi so that I can continue to do this. There's still food. There's still transportation. It just takes me out, and I become out of alignment. And opportunities stop flowing, experiences stop flowing, and then I'm stagnant because I'm back in survival mode, trying to figure out how to survive. And it's a loop that I can't do anymore. Which I need to get out. I need to experience somewhere else and see if they're as much under the yoke of capitalism as North America is. Probably, but I won't know until I go. And so, yeah, it just doesn't resonate. And since I can't do anything to change it, I can only change myself. So, so I'm doing, starting with the environment. I look forward to what this new environment will bring. The first thing I'm doing, actually, when I go April 1st, um, there's a monastery, a meditation retreat I'm going to be doing for, I want to do minimum 10 days, but we'll see. Maybe we'll do more. So that's like one of the first things I'm so excited about. As soon as I leave here, I'll get to do that and ground, and cleanse, and like attune myself back into the pace that aligns with me, and like wash all of this off, wash this place off of me, in a sense. So yeah, that's something I'm really, really excited about. And like also to continue learning. It's a Buddhist monastery, so I don't know much about Buddhism, but I'm really interested to learn. And so why not just throw myself into the fire to learn? And there's new meditations I'll learn too. I think they do Vipassana, which I'm not the strongest at. So I'm looking forward to learning new modalities in meditation that I'll get to learn and eventually share with y'all, which would be really, really dope. Yeah, cool. Wow, I did not expect to talk this long. Thank you. Thank you, Grace. Thank you so much. I love that. Soar. Yes, I will soar. Oh, man. I love that. Thank you, Grace. That is received. Thank you. Thank you, Suzanne, so much for your donation. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I can't. I'm just so filled with gratitude. Thank you so much. It helps so much. It's so appreciated. Oh my goodness. This community is so great. So supportive. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to start doing my lives out there. Cause like I also want to find like amazing scenery, to do these guided meditations and these talks and music experimentation. Like I want to do all that. I want to like, you know, just like yeah. I have I've been taking time to like get proper gear so I can take it with me on the go. Like these mics, I have a field recorder, so I don't need like all my computer and all that kind of stuff. I can just have a digital camera, field recorder, so I can just pop this stuff out, do this anywhere. So like I'm really looking forward to that. Just this creating. I just want to create. And I have not, my career was in business, music business. So I didn't get to create a lot. I helped the creators, but that meant that I didn't get to create too much. So I'm really, oh my goodness, Beerus, this is ridiculous. You can't see it, but I am covered in fur. Anyway, um, yeah, I'm really looking forward to creating because it's, like I said, I didn't get to before in this time that I've been just taking myself. I'm seeing the creativity surface. And this is what it, my God, this is what it looks like. So, yes, oh man. I really wish I was able to like do these lives quicker. Like we have to schedule them like a day in or yeah, whole day in advance. Because I would love to um, do the electronic stuff and just like do that later today. Because I'm like I feel inspired right now, but I can't. I'd have to if I schedule it, it would be for Monday. Just so ridiculous. And I could jump on YouTube, but I know not all of you are on my YouTube. But if you'd like to be, it is Eudaimonic Bomb. Or just type in Beerus Zenden. That should pop up. My Patreon is also Eudaimonic Bomb. My TikTok is also Eudaimonic Bomb. So feel free to follow everywhere. The life of being a cat's human. Right? Exactly. Oh no, I think my camera died. Oh yeah, my phone died. That's okay, you can still hear me. But you know what? Maybe that might be the note to end off on. Since my camera, my phone decided to die, well, let me try one more thing real quick. Oops. Shoot. Did it before, but guess it doesn't want to work now. That's okay. Nah, okay. It's all right. I'll troubleshoot that later. But okay, unfortunately. Thank you all for being here with us today on this Saturday morning. Please enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Thank you for sharing your time, for sharing your physical representation of your time. For us, that's your donations. So thank you so much for those. They're really appreciated. They help so much. And just being here. Again, this community is so great. I thank you all for being here. Get out of the way. Let me see the people. I want to say some names real quick. Peace, April. Thank you for joining. Peace, Jen. Peace, Megan. Peace, Lisa. Peace, Kari. Peace, A. Peace, Hannah, of course. Excuse me, Beerus. You're in the way. Peace, Mans Defrada. Hello. Peace, Suzanne. Peace, Zelig. Peace, Goddess Mo. Peace, Rachel. Okay. Peace, Efran. Dope. Amazing. All right, yo. Okay. Thanks again, yo. See, I'm so inspired. Okay, maybe I'll might go on YouTube and do another live stream and do some more music and just experiment a bit with my Rolly Seaboard. It'll be a bit different, but I don't know. I'm feeling inspired. So if you feel called to, then feel free to join me on my YouTube. It is Eudaimonic Bomb. If I can copy and paste it. Oh gosh. Not that part. Hold up. There. Let's see if you can see that. That's the YouTube, that's the Patreon, that's all of it. So feel free to follow me there. Also on the YouTube or in my link too, there's also a PayPal link. I believe somebody was asking about that at some point. There's a PayPal link there, so you can donate there too if you don't want Apple to take that 20%, which is so teeth, you know. They're so teeth, so crazy. But anyway, thank you. Thank you for inspiring me because I feel really inspired right now to continue to create. So yeah, thank y'all for that because I was just gonna pack, but I can pack all day. So let's continue to create. But yeah, all right. I'll see y'all in a bit. Thank you again, yo. For those of you that attended that I won't be seeing later, it's all good. Thank you for sharing your time. Be well. Namaste. Shanti. Peace. Shalom. Salam.